Do you find it difficult to meet women? Or maybe you do meet women you're attracted to, but they never seem all that interested in you. Perhaps you aren't getting enough matches on dating apps. Maybe you strike up conversations with women when you're out, but nothing ever seems to move beyond a simple chat. Chances are you've already tried different dating advice. Maybe you've experimented with saying specific things, taking more initiative, acting more masculine, or trying to be the perfect gentleman. Yet despite all that effort, women still don't seem to notice you the way you'd like. Today, I want to talk about something that has a huge impact on attraction, flirting, dating, and whether a woman feels desire for you, wants to be close to you, or even considers dating you. Strangely enough, it's something most dating coaches barely mention, even though it plays a major role. So are you ready to hear it? Here's the truth many men don't want to accept. Women are visual. If you're not putting enough effort into your appearance and grooming, most women won't naturally see you as a sexually attractive man. You know what some of you are thinking right now? Women care about personality, connection, emotional support, and whether a man can provide stability. And yes, that's absolutely true. Those things matter. But it's also true that women are visual, just like men are, and we enjoy looking at someone attractive too. Think about it this way. When a woman is getting ready for a date, she's usually thinking about what you might find attractive. She chooses clothes that make her feel beautiful and help her stand out. She styles her hair, does her makeup, and pays attention to details because she wants to look her best in your eyes. Now think about your own routine. When you get dressed in the morning, are you considering what a woman might find attractive? Most likely not. You're probably focused on comfort. Maybe you're reaching for that old shirt you've owned for years or your favorite pair of worn-in jeans because they're familiar and comfortable. And that's often where the problem begins. Imagine this scenario. You notice a woman across the room. She's wearing sweatpants, her hair is tied up in a messy bun, and she's not wearing any makeup. You might not even give her a second glance. But then picture that exact same woman dressed elegantly, her hair styled, wearing clothes that fit her well, walking with confidence. Suddenly it's hard not to notice her. She's still the same person, but her presentation completely changes how she's perceived. The same principle applies to men. When you begin putting effort into your appearance, women start seeing you differently. In this video, I'm going to explain exactly how you can become far more attractive to women. My name is Magda K, and after teaching these ideas to hundreds of men, many have told me that making these simple changes alone brought them more attention, more attraction, and more dates. The impact is often much bigger than people expect. So let's get into it. First, here's some good news. You already know how to do this. You just may not realize it yet. Think about your professional life. If you have an important meeting, you probably don't show up wearing sweatpants and a wrinkled t-shirt. You dress appropriately for the situation. You might wear a suit, clean your shoes, and make sure you look presentable. Why? Because you understand that appearance matters in that environment. The same logic applies when it comes to dating. If you want a woman to see you as desirable, you need to dress in a way that supports that impression. It is what many men fail to understand. You don't need to do very much because most men barely make any effort at all. Even a small improvement can immediately help you stand out. Women notice details, and when you start paying attention to those details, trust me, she notices. So let's go through the 5 main areas you should focus on. None of them require spending endless hours on your appearance or becoming obsessed with fashion. These are simple, intentional upgrades that can make a huge difference. The first area is your haircut. This is probably the easiest improvement you can make. Visit a quality hairstylist, not just any barber, but someone who truly understands what works best for your face and hair type. It is a helpful tip. Don't worry if your hair gets slightly longer between appointments. Slightly longer hair combined with a bit of styling product can create that confident, rebellious look many women find attractive. The goal is simply to keep it clean, intentional, and well-maintained. The second area is facial hair. It is what many women tend to prefer. A short, neatly maintained stubble often ranks as one of the most attractive looks. It creates a masculine, rugged appearance without looking messy or overgrown. Some men take pride in growing extremely long beards, but the reality is that many women don't find long beards particularly attractive. Once a facial hair becomes too long, it can feel rough and uncomfortable during close physical contact. As a general rule, keep it short, clean, and groomed. If you enjoy having a beard, that's perfectly fine, just make sure it's trimmed and maintained properly. The third area is your clothing. I understand that fashion may not be something you're passionate about, and that's completely okay. You don't need to become a style expert. One practical solution is booking a single appointment with a stylist. Just one. You don't need an entirely new wardrobe. A few pairs of well-fitted pants, a good jacket, and several quality shirts can be enough. That's really all you need. You don't have to dress up constantly. When you're relaxing at home, wear whatever feels comfortable. But when you're going out, especially if you're meeting a woman, having a few strong outfits ready can make a huge difference. A smart casual style works well for most situations. And no, you don't have to wear a suit unless that's genuinely your style. While some women love seeing a man in a suit, smart casual clothing tends to work for almost everyone. One of the best things about clothing is that it can improve how your body looks. Women have been using fashion to highlight strengths and downplay insecurities for generations. If you feel self-conscious about carrying extra weight around your stomach or having thinner arms or legs, the right clothes can help create a stronger and more masculine appearance. When you dress well, you naturally feel more confident, more attractive, and more comfortable in your own skin. Women can often sense that change immediately. If you're listening to this and realizing that your appearance may be affecting how women respond to you, this is exactly the type of thing I help men improve. I teach men how to become more desirable both emotionally and physically. If that's something you're interested in, check the link in the description below to learn more about working together. Now let's discuss the details that many men completely overlook, but women certainly don't. The fourth area is your hands and nails. It may sound minor, but it matters more than most men realize. Keep your nails clean and trimmed. The reason is simple. Whenever you touch a woman, she notices how your hands feel. If your nails are rough, sharp, or uneven, they can actually cause discomfort. Whether you're touching her hair, placing your hand on her back, or becoming physically intimate, properly maintained nails make a difference. It's also a good idea to use a nail file to smooth the edges after trimming them. Soft, clean hands feel pleasant against her skin. Sharp nails do not. The fifth area is personal hygiene. These are the small details many men forget about or simply ignore, but they matter more than you might think. Start with your ears. Keep them clean and free from wax buildup. It sounds incredibly basic, but when a woman is standing close to you, she notices things like this. I remember being attracted to a man whose ears were constantly dirty, and honestly, it became a major turn-off. Another thing to watch for is unwanted hair growing from your ears or nose. Trim it regularly. This may seem like tiny details, but together they create a bigger picture. They show that you care about yourself, that you're attentive, and that you're making an effort. Now you understand how grooming influences attraction and what you can do to improve in this area. But here's something important to remember. Looking good is only one piece of the puzzle. If you truly want a woman to desire you, you also need to know how to communicate effectively, flirt naturally, and lead romantic interactions with confidence. Those are skills I help men develop every day. If you'd like to learn more, click the link below and discover how to become the kind of man she keeps thinking about long after you've left. And before you go, there's one more thing you should understand. Appearance matters, but so does the way you speak to her and the way you build attraction. If you want to deepen that connection and move things forward, there's one important foreplay technique that many men completely overlook. In the next video, I'm going to share one of the most effective foreplay tips that countless men miss. If you're serious about becoming more successful with women and improving your experiences in the bedroom, make sure you watch that video next.